What's up, folks? It's your boy DT 2.0, and today I just got something in the mail. Something I've been trying to get for a long time, but it always was out of stock. Even when I tried to go online and buy the refurbished or return ones at Best Buy, they would always sell out just like that. So I know this box looks familiar, but it's a tad bit bigger than the last box I had that looked exactly like this. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. The ASUS Republic of Gamers Zephyrus G15. Even though they don't advertise it like that, right? It's just like some long name and then G15 on the back end when you look at the the SKU is a SKU. All you supply heads out there, is it a SKU or a serial number or a stock number? Anyway, this is the ROG Zephyrus G15. The thing about this thing that drew me to it was, one, it had the AMD newer Ryzen chip in it, and two, it also had the 3070, 3, QHD screen, 4, 100% DCI P3, which that's a color gamut that I prefer. The only thing that would ruin this, and not in a bad way, is if the screen is not bright enough. But it is what it is. We're going to have to see that when we see that. But this is the unboxing. So all I'm going to do is just bust this mug open. I don't expect it to be any different than the G14, but you never know. Right? Plus, I just bought a DJI gimbal, and I'm trying that out too. So let me know how you feel about it, the new angle or whatever. I'm a little bit excited about it. And I'm trying to do a couple more professional looking and sounding videos. So let me go ahead and bust this thing open. So no real unboxing knife. They only had one piece of tape right here that I needed, and I just needed to nip that real quick. I thought it was like the Alienware G15 or M15 or M17 boxes where you could just open them up even though they shipped from overseas. But anyway, bust this thing open. And like I said before, I don't think anything will be different. Open the box up, computer raises up. Right. The thing that I like about this time, much like the Alienware, is the color. Right. The color is, dark versus white, which, if it was the opposite, I'd probably be wanting the white instead of the dark. But it is what it is. So as you can see, it's wrapped up. I kind of like that. Let's toss that to the side real quick. And just like the G14, over here, we have the power brick wrapped in plastic. All right. Good. I'm going to put that to the side. And then over here, let me guess. What the hell? Ain't nothing in here. What are we doing? I have a compartment over here when you got nothing in there. Are they giving out extra stuff overseas that we're not getting here in America? I don't know. But anyway, this is the power cable. And that's it, right? And nothing else is in here. No books, no nothing. So it is what it is. Let's go ahead and close this and toss this to the side. And what's that to the side? Here's our main event. All right. Let's go ahead and bust this open. I'm doing this pretty much freestyle. Come on, man. All right. Booyah. Now, right off the bat, I love the way this thing feels. It's cold. It feels like cold steel, right? Much like the G15, the G14, it feels exactly the same. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? And I'll go through all of the ports and everything during the review, but for the most part, it looks exactly the same. I'm pretty sure this hinge flips out to lift up the back so you can get some air at the bottom, right? I don't know what they were thinking when they only limited the amount of air holes or vents back here. I think they could have did more. Maybe they just said, well, we have the ass end wide open, so that's enough. Who knows? But let's see if we got some juice. I can tell right now, while I'm touching this thing, 0 fingerprints. And that's a definite plus for me. A definite plus. But let's open this up and see how it looks. All right. And this. All right. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not as, looking at it initially, it's not as fancy looking as the G14. And when I say that, this just looks plain Jane, right? I think they could have did a little bit more, but I'm going to leave that for the review. But just like the G14, shit. OCD, crooked ass stickers. But we're gonna leave it at that, bro. We're gonna leave it at that, y'all. We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave that for the review because y'all know how I get doing my reviews. Ugh. All right, let's see if this thing got some juice. And if it don't, I'm gonna pause it, let y'all do what y'all do, and then come back to it. And it looks like it got no juice. So give me one. Now we got some juice, and for all intents and purposes, I added a little bit more light because it was getting dark as hell in here. Right off the bat, I can see the crispness of the screen. Is that a word? Crispness? Sound like I'm saying Christmas. Anyway, WQHD, 1440p, 165 hertz, 100% DCI P3 on their Pantone. I was a big fan of the G14 screen, and hey, I can just think that it's going to be the same with this one. I love the smoothness of this one, even though it's only 165 hertz. I love seeing the smoothness of it, and this trackpad feels good. The only thing that makes this thing feel low budget in a non-demeaning sense is that the keyboard is not a full per key RGB. So even though, for the most part, even when I had my Alienware, I never had it more than one color at a time. So it doesn't bother me, but it may bother you. So let me set this thing up and let y'all see how it works. So I finally got it almost set up, and I can tell you right now, just from, just messing with it, I'm going to like this thing. There's only one thing that I really, don't prefer, but I'm going to save that for the review for right now. But this thing is almost the exact same as the G14, to be honest with you. Pretty much the same guts, just one step up. That kind of rhymed. Same button layout. Still have the fingerprint reader right there, which could be finicky. It was finicky setting it up, but that's probably because it's, I would assume it's going to be a little bit better. The keyboard is stretched out a little bit more, so that's a good thing on here. Don't know about these speaker grills, but I'll test the speakers. And I like the lighting right here, to let you know the status, especially the hard drive indication, which is rare on laptop computers now, right? Very rarely do you see actual, a hard drive activity indication light. Damn, I can't believe I got all of that out. So speakers, just from a sense, sound okay. But as you can see, it's all set up. It's buttery smooth, even though it's only 165 hertz. I can't wait to get the review out, but I do have one that I'm working on right now, and that's the Alienware Aurora R10. I'm going to set this up. Good thing is I don't have to install my games on it, because if you looked at my last review and setup of the external SSD that I purchased to put my old NVMe in, I don't have to install games. All I have to do is just reinstall some Steam software or some Steam components to their software to register to this computer, and then I'm good to go. So that's the good part about it. So I can't wait to get the review out. It's probably gonna take about a week, but this was the unboxing. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Very few things in here. For the most part, let me see what my battery is at. Okay, I'm at 62%, so I can unplug this and show y'all some stuff real quick. On one side, you can see you got 2 USB-C, 1 USB-A, a full-size Ethernet. Well, I could say a full size. What I mean by full size is not expandable like it is on the Alienware, but a Ethernet port and an HDMI port, and still have that DC in the middle of the side. What's up with that? And of course the mic and the headphone combo jack. In the ass end, you have just 3 lights, which again, I like it because it lets you know that if the computer's up, if the computer's on, and then if there's any activity going on when you have this thing closed and you think it's off or you think it's sleeping. So I like that, something that the G14 didn't have. These vents in the back are extremely big, to be honest with you, but I don't know about these. These don't feel too strong, like they'll break off, if you can see that from an angle. So I might have to be extra careful with that. On the other side, you have another USB-A. Oh, my bad. You know, the USB-A, and of course your micro SD card slot, and then another vent in the Kensington port. And in the front, you have nothing. I like this thing so far because it has a slab. You know, a nice piece. It's like feel like a nice piece of slab. And if you look at the top here, you got a chrome accent there. Yeah, it's kind of chrome. It's not too shiny. Maybe brush metal, but it's still plastic, so it may be a sticker. And I assume that when I have this thing on the side and I lift it up, it lifts up the back end. I think one thing that the G14 didn't do, and as you can see, that viewing angle is kind of nice, is didn't do that. I don't know why I would want to do that, but just because it can, I kind of like it. I don't think I tried it with the G14 though, but I saw the pictures on Best Buy of it's just laying flat like this. Now, if you can lay it flat like this and it becomes a touchscreen, that's one thing. But yeah, I think it's just for show. And who cares? Because most of the time on gaming computers, you're gonna have it like this anyway. So that was the unboxing. You didn't have to enjoy it, but if you wanted to see what was in the box, nothing. Computer, power brick, power cable, no instructions, no nothing. The only other thing that was extra was this little sheet that comes in the inside that Alienware don't even give you. Anyway, thanks for watching this DT 2.0. Peace.